We got a hot set because it's Skitz versus Saint, baby. Look at that hair. I love Skitz and his style, bro. He just did the hair and the Wario and the O2 jacket. Bro, come on. That's a cold dude right there.
The O2 jacket.
Right.
So that if anybody doesn't know the lore behind the jacket or the player, they're in for a rude round one. I tell you what.
I tell you what. But let me not, you know, let me not boost up my man Skitz too much. Saint is a fantastic, fundamentally sound player, right?
I'm pretty sure last week ended up 9th.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. So don't sleep
run.
on my mans. Don't sleep on either one of these players. Like I said, this is a hot set. Skitz, of course, very patient. Saint, just as patient. But I'd like to see what happens when they get to capitalize on some things. Right there, the know your clap.
I love when the first interaction there, that it was a win.
Right.
Essentially, neutral was just the read on the roll, the punish on the defensive option. We only got like 20 seconds into the game before we had like reads.
Yeah. And now look at this advantage state that Skitz is in. All he needed was those couple of great decisions. The bike is up there. No parking. He's still throwing it. Saint's just chilling. I like it.
So you mentioned patience. What? You were not kidding. Also, yeah.
What just happened? I'm very confused.
So Ike tried to go up, and then Wario grabbed him and said, "You will not be going up."
Ah, okay. Okay. Relocated him real fast.
Yes. You just hold them by the collar and say, "You're going to be where I want you to be." Give me your lunch money, kid. I feel like that's the whole dynamic here.
That really is, actually.
Wario is a man who likes money. He sees a wealthy individual walking down the street and then politely mugs him.
Politely?
Yeah.
Says, I like those shoes.
Give me your money.
It's mine now.
I feel like Wario is a highwayman in this scenario.
Shout out to the highwayman.
True.
Wherever
Not a
you
Wario
are.
player.
Yeah, well.
But a sick tag.
Yo, speaking of Wario players right now, the Wario player on screen is lapping Saint in percent as we speak.
I am just bamboozled at how well Skitz is not getting hit by any of these sword swings.
Giant sword, yeah.
It's like this sword is designed to swing and paint in broad strokes, not necessarily for precision, and that it goes entirely against Wario's "I will precisely weave in and out of your ranges" kind of vibe. They're doing amazingly. They're just not getting hit by the sword.
Great patience from Skitz right there, and Saint was pulling for a out-of-shield option. Skitz did not give it to him. Ooh, an overextension right there. This is Saint's opportunity. Charging up.
A little bit too early, I think. That's going to kill. Barely, but it does.
Right. Wario being on the heavier side of the characters, of course. Look at that big man.
Ooh, okay, just below flat. Great parry. You know the opponent wants to come down with the neutral.
Right. And that can be the glaring weakness for characters like Ike, although, like you said, painting in broad strokes with those hitboxes, they are often just one hitbox to deal with.
And then there you go. And the other thing is they take a while to come out, so you could have those fair interrupt, for example. We've got big waft on deck. We've got a Wario who is prone to clapping. It could be any moment now.
It could literally be any moment. The bike as well can extend the hitbox if he stays on ledge.
And this Saint,
I'm sorry, yeah, go. Saint is very susceptible to cornering himself. I think that comes with the patience, which can be, a double-edged sword.
Right.
And Skitz is definitely choking the stage from him.
There's absolutely such thing as too passive and too patient, and sometimes you just give the opponent the opportunity. A little bit lack of patience there from Skitz, really just trying to let it rip. Really let it rip.
Right. It's the young man, interactions right there. Sometimes you just, I bet you it'll work.
Yeah, could just imagine the clip. But great, St. Absol just waiting for the opportunity, catch that neutral, get up, get the clean forward.
Opportunity.
Okay. Skitz of 3 years ago would have gone for the down air.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would have ended, but he would have gone for it.
I think maybe he was thinking about that. Just the up B was placed very well by Saint.
It was.
Speaking of placement, that bike was so close. Oh, there's so many hitboxes and hurtboxes interacting right now.
I'm amazed at how much Skitz was able to cover there, but I cannot gloss over the fact that this was 3-1 stock lead, and it is now down to the last interactions because at the pace at which St. Absol plays gives them the opportunity to make these kinds of adjustments throughout the course of a game. I feel like it's just fantastic. We're seeing a little bit more grab. We're seeing a little bit more grab.
Uh-oh. I'm fearing the download.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We see the Nair back hit into the up air.
Oh, like Skitz is like,
No. That's literally the, highway on, ha ha ha, your money or your life. And then Ike says, "Oh, call an ambulance, but not for me." Pulls out Ragnell. You don't know what to do.
Man, and so like the double-edged sword once again.
What?
Wait, did he switch characters?
I saw Rob the robot.
Oh, this is cursed. This is cursed.
This is cursed.
This is ugly. This is a dark part of the universe I didn't know I had contact with.
DF dub. DF dub. DF dub.
one of us.
This is the assimilation. Welcome to DFW.
No! Robots everywhere. Bow down to our overlords. All our jobs are becoming automated.
They're taking
even
our
Smash.
jobs.
Yeah, I'm saying. Okay?
Oh, no.
Throw them on the assembly line. Player after player is turning into a Rob.
Honestly, this is a beautiful moment that we're witnessing, is the breaking of a man.
Oh.
I feel like Skitz is broken, and that's why we see Rob the robot on screen. And I fear for what happens next if it doesn't go well. But we see up air impossible to DI correctly.
Okay, well, it'll go well when I see game go off and Rob on the windscreen.
Yeah,
because the last game, Skitz was eaten for a while, and the
was.
patience of Saint came through. Even though he was cornering himself a lot and putting himself in kind of dicey situations.
I feel like that's the first time I saw Saint Absol just go for something like the dash.
Right. But that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that even though that patience is something you have to chase down continuously as the game goes on, he's downloading you at the same time.
And what I mentioned before, I feel like the first half of the set we didn't see any grabs. The second half of the set we're seeing Saint Absol get adjusted to Skitz defensive options. He's got so many of them. And there we see just falling up air, back to an even game.
Waving the fence post around, get off my lawn.
Okay, boxing, Skitz has continuously been doing everything he needs to.
Oh!
Up air, please live. Please.
Please.
Because
he has to.
You can die there, but you shouldn't. Oh, interesting mash.
That was a great chase from Skitz, being patient on the platform and then leading into that back air for the kill. Gyro's out, playing the neutral. Hold it down, my son.
But every time you whiff Nair as Rob, it is not nearly as safe against Ike, because on whiff, you just have to deal with his Nair.
True. And then the up B is always a threat. Now Skitz has got had some stage control.
Did lose it. You give Gyro to Ike. You and me both.
Yeah.
you and me both. But I think Saint Absol, again, maybe just a little bit too hesitant there.
Right.
The punish.
The last stock situation for him can, affect the decisions you make in the clutch.
Right. I don't want to, swing too crazy to try to punish an air dodge, and then suddenly I'm getting Rob combo.
Right. So this is Skitz' game to win, just like it was last time, but we need some follow-through, some execution. And Rob is one of those characters who will follow through. That is for sure.
He will also be your executioner. We'll see it happen. Oh,
chase down.
100%. Weird hit up tilt, and then waits, but Ike is hefty. Oh, he's hefty.
Hefty. Oh,
hefty.
No, you're hefty. Yeah, no wimp on screen right there, baby.
Absolutely not. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay.
Nice.
That Nair is safe.
Yup, exactly.
Oh, okay, we got the Nair. Wanted to land on the plat there. Could have maybe had a bit extension, but unfortunately it just ended up being a really high Nair. Oh, okay. Saint Absol could die to so many things here.
What an interesting option from Skitz to do the back air in the opposite direction. But, I mean, throw out whatever you can at this point.
Right, honestly, I think the back air will kill from anywhere on screen right now.
He really, if I'm Skitz in this situation, I'm thinking about the up throw as well in my brain. But the up smash is what's going to come through. Anti-airs, yes, sir. We have those.
The Nair on the way down, you don't try to punish the Nair. You try to punish what comes afterwards. And what came afterwards was Saint Absol trying to mash that Nair again, trying to get Skitz to bite, but Fish was not on the hook.
Nope. Gonna need better bait than that, baby.
Yeah, what happened was St. Absol threw out a line and he pulled back a boot.
He got a whole can.
This isn't what I expected.
Getting this can kicked right now. Game 3. He did the kicking, and now St. Absol. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, it's Skitz rocking at the start.
Okay, Skitz is very powerful at the ledge. We've already seen him do this. Overextension. He got away, too.
And at 0, I wonder what the decision making was there. Like, why do I want to dash attack? Maybe it was a misinput.
Yeah,
even.
right.
Like,
maybe the dash in F tilt. Okay, well, there's another one. These might be panics, just trying to get out of the advantage state.
Or maybe even in frustration.
That's possible.
If I had such a tense, tight, like really good game 1, my opponent swaps to Rob. And then,
right.
Like, beats me in like a last-hit scenario where I felt like maybe I could have closed that one out.
Yeah.
Then you go into your game 3, and I'm mad and I'm start swinging.
Right.
That's just me. I'm projecting right now. This is not necessarily saying it, but that's what I see in this. Ooh.
Optic blast. No one's home.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Just a little bit too low. Not going to get the back air out, but spinning to win always works.
Look how powerful Skitz is at the ledge, bro!
Okay, literally anytime St. Absol is at the ledge, Skitz will run at him and just stop, wait half a second, and then St. Absol will press a button. I don't know if it's roll, or if it's spot dodge, whatever it is, he's ready for this.
Yes, literally. That's exactly what's going on. That tempo change is so important. Just quick halts in momentum or speeds up in the pace will always, see what I'm saying, will always net you some kind of gain.
And the fact that Skitz is able to swap between the two without being very telegraphed in doing so is the important part, because Skitz will go on beat 1 and then sometimes he'll go on beat 3.
Right.
Oof, okay. Skitz patient until he wasn't. Somehow hefty Rob as well.
Man, from Wario to Rob, the weight class makes no difference.
With a beautiful jab lock, a lot of damage on that, and just tossed.
That was almost an opportunity from Skitz to take that stock off the gyro snipe. Now Saint has some stage, and he's going to use it very well with the dash attack.
That one I love, just being able to get right under that gyro position. And, that just works?
Because Rob is big? Or
maybe?
was that DI?
I've literally never seen that before in my life, but it makes sense.
I like innovation.
Yeah, I do.
Good patience on Saint. He's not biting at those. You got to catch him slipping the first time.
There we go. And now we see, I like that after we see that there's no clean hit, St. Absol just decides to back up and say, all right, I'll hold center. You do something about it.
Excellent neutral. And he's being so slippery, too. Look at that platform movement, and he got the stock for it. Skitz is reeling.
Last stock, Skitz. Down tilt, we see the no tech. That's going to be down smash. Again, Skitz strength at the ledge. A little bit of a wait there, maybe recomposure from St. Absol.
Every breath is important. Deep breathing in IRL. Jabs once again. Now Skitz is at the ledge. Throws him off. Oh, wait.
I'm so perturbed that Skitz landing option was empty land spot dodge. And then it worked. I just...
Hey, yo, these kids, man.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, baby. Oh, but he's cooking.
Oh, no. Saint's in trouble.
Oh, waited out the spot dodge, got his own starter. Oh, just a little bit too early. Off on the timing. But forward are just out of the up tilt because it was the awkward hitbox again.
Right.
Okay.
Turned around. That's when you know someone is really paying attention to the game. They do turnaround grab. Respect. Oh, wait! Finish your food, Skitz. Okay.
He does.
Yeah. Very nice. So, I mean, I'm not, Skitz, fantastic, Saint, fantastic, but I would have been very sad if he had got all that momentum and had nothing to, come away with. Right.
I feel like that's one of those things where, we were talking about Game 1, how on paper, the broad strokes of Ike kind of counters the game plan of Wario. Normally, I feel like swords are something that he struggles with. So to see the Rob, thinking about it a little bit, I'm like, this doesn't not make sense.
Right.
This is maybe a counter pick that was, thought about ahead of time. Like, I don't want to go Rob, or I don't want to go Wario against these sword characters anymore. They're eating me alive. So I mean, what else do you pick up in
I
DFW?
feel it.
Yeah.
Man, that's the Dallas,
Yeah.
bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I feel it, though, because we talk about game one, you know, he was doing fantastic. Bopped him with a couple of, you know, empty hops and the tomahawks. You know, he was doing his thing,
He was
right?
doing great. And then he was up. When you're up by 3 stocks in a bad matchup and then you lose that game, you start to think, I did everything right, but something didn't work. So what gives?
Right.
What was wrong?
Right. Now that's when you see the darkness of a man come out. All right, well, no more darkness here, but maybe more. Grayson's in the building, so more Rob. It is Dallas. We're going to go to a short break, and we'll see who's up next. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the ultimate Shockwave number 100 with a $500 pop bonus. Man,
No, I was going to let him go. Don't correct him. I was going to let him go.
Oh, I was wrong. Oh, my God. Oh, never mind. I don't want to talk anymore. You got to just go.
I was going to let him go. It was the slide. You saw the slide, and that was.
Slide,
yeah.
And not only did I see a slide, I looked on Facebook. I was like, what Shockwave is this? I said 100. I was like, all right, cool. I'm in there. I'm coming.
Come on, don't you play